Bienvenue dans Sous les Vagues. C'est un jeu français. Et je ne parle que pour le français. This is Under the Waves. It's by Parallel Studio, which is a French independent studio that apparently worked with Quantic Dream to make this happen. That's David Cage's studio that makes all of those like really, really cinematic games that are really focused on character performances and things like that. And so it's not made by Quantic Dream, and so I don't know exactly what to expect from it, but I imagine they're probably going for some kind of cinematic vibe. And so I don't know. I haven't seen any footage of the game or anything. I just know who published it. And I was like, I'm interested in that. So let's check it out. Oh, wait. The slots have icons with stickers on them? I kind of like this one. I'm going to pick that one. It's weird. I had a favorite save slot. I don't usually have that. I usually just pick number 1. There are 3 types of people: the living, the dead, and those who are at sea. Who are Schrodinger's dead people, I guess. Parallel Studio.
Base to Capsule 12. Capsule 12, come in. You there, Stan?
I'm sorry. Who is this?
Ah, there he is.
Why, if I'd known the big man himself was running my orientation, I'd have put a tie on.
Ah, there's gratitude for you. The finest in unitrench deep sea fashion, and he talks about dressing up.
How you doing, old man?
Old indeed, but fine. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, well, you're probably the only one. Let's just get this suit calibrated, okay? Drowning on my first day would be embarrassing.
I mean, the headlines alone. Oxygen and seals were signed off by the prep team.
Well, great. My compliments to the tailor.
Not just any suit, Dad. Packed to the gills with cutting-edge technology.
Uh-huh. Just means there's more that can go wrong.
Forget about it, you'll be fine. All right, last thing, helmet and mic check.
Check, check. This thing on.
That'll do it. So how about it, lad? Ready to head back into the blue?
You have no idea. Okay. All right. Just like in training. Nice and easy.
That's the spirit. Don't forget, keep an eye on your oxygen. Try not to overextend the seals. All right, the mini-sub should...
As always, I need to invert my camera. I really, really appreciate games that start out with an opportunity to do that. I'm assuming that this does the same thing and that these invert options are not also inverted from each other. One thing, I did look up a little bit about sort of the developer of this game. It looks like the people who worked on this also worked on things like A Plague Tale and Life is Strange. And so between those two, I feel like I've got a sense of the kind of thing these people are interested in. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I liked both of those games. Okay, let's see if I can actually control this camera.
You all set up by now. Should be a big door right in front of you. Head through there. That's the garage bunker.
Easy as falling off a log.
Wait, is he looking at the HUD? Oh, wait. I can open the HUD and close the HUD. Oh, I can turn it on and off. Hold on. Okay, getting the volume right on this game is going to be tough because I bet the dialogue's really important, and so I want it to be loud enough so that you can hear them talking, but the ambience is also so loud, I have to bring it down again so you can hear me. So Cogs is pointing out that the lips aren't quite in sync. That might be because this was originally made in French. It also could be because I'm going through a capture card and sometimes things are just out of sync for me with my setup, just slightly. I think Alan Wake 2 is often out of sync for me, but people have also complained generally that it's out of sync for a lot of people, so I don't know if it's a local problem for me or if it's a problem with the game.
Okay. That's a big door.
Wait till you see the rest of the place. Valve on the side there should pop it open.
Valve? Valve? What valve? The thing I already interacted with? Oh, over here. Ah, yes. I get to manually rotate the wheel. Now, are there going to be... Oh, he said voila. He is French. So are there going to be challenges where getting that turning motion exactly right actually matters? Or is that just more to be a tactile, immersive thing? I'll be interested in finding out.
Heading in.
I'd be freaked out too. I kind of expected that to be an airlock, and it was not. This whole place is submerged. I mean, I guess it makes sense. If we're really deep underwater, they might want to just
Looks like a lift.
keep the pressure constant everywhere. Wait, what? This stuff shrinks down and goes in my hand? Oh, that's weird. I mean, I like the fact that I physically interact with the stuff. That's cool. It's a neat effect. It also just looks really disconcerting. I don't know. It's kind of fun. It's almost like people will hate me for this, but I actually really like motion smoothing on TVs. Not because I think it necessarily makes movies look better, but because it's just an interesting... It's almost like ASMR. It's like an interesting brain tickle to watch things be just a little bit disconcerting.
You must have used something like this to get all my stuff down. Better not have broken anything.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to be interacting with that lever, but it turns out I was just going to be making a melancholy comment about it. All right. Well, where else can I go? This way?
It's darker in here than it is out there.
Well, that's not right. Looks like something tripped up the fuses. Been a while since anyone's been down there. Hang on a moment, I've got maintenance on the other line.
It was disconcerting.
There, lad.
Well,
You're going to need to power up the place manually, so head on through to the generator room.
Fairly sure I didn't tick engineer on my application form.
Lucky for you, Unitrench had the lowest common denominator in mind when designing our facilities. There's a couple of jennies in here with big old startup levers. Find, pull, voila. Instant power.
Whatever. But if this goes wrong, I'm not paying for it. Okay, done. We have power.
I did like how disconcerting it was when I first came in. I couldn't see that school of fish, and then I turned my head with my flashlight and I could see it. Like, it made me feel like there could be anything hiding in the shadows. I genuinely don't know if this is a scary game or not, which makes my brain assume that it is a scary game. Kind of like Gone Home.
How big is this place?
Big. It's the hub for a load of the systems in these parts. The garage itself is another part of the facility. See that door beneath the fans?
I'm gonna have to swim to it.
You're going to have to swim to it.
How much air does this suit have again?
Enough. Look, if you get stuck, we'll send a drone after you. They've picked up worse.
So do I just, like, jump or something? Press Y to swim. Okay.
Okay. All right. We're doing this.
Remember, you can adjust your depth as well as your direction. That suit's pretty hardy, so don't worry about poking any holes in it. Believe me, the pencil necks put it through more stress than you ever will.
Okay, another door.
Hang on there a moment. Time for what the boys in HR call a learning opportunity.
If you're sure.
My oxygen is a little low.
Heavy.
All right. So I push Y to swim.
Have a look over there.
Oh, yeah. Oxygen sticks.
2 steps ahead, as usual. I forgot they integrated them into the training.
Pretty impressive stuff, Tim. In-suit oxygen resupply.
You have no idea how much of a headache those things were to get working.
Okay. So I trigger an oxygen stick. It fills up my oxygen.
Don't go leaving that empty case just lying around, though. Unit Trench are committed to a minimum impact operation. Also, you never know, might come in handy.
So wait, did I throw it on the ground or did I retain it somehow? The ploff in chat, by the way, is suggesting that if a big monster finds me, it'll probably grab me, and I will shrink down very small when it grabs me. That honestly sounds almost like more horrifying than being grabbed like a normal person.
Nope. Not on these flippers.
Oh, okay, so you've got an interaction with ladders that say no. That's kind of funny, actually. I like that. So you're used to games like this having interactions with ladders, and that's what you're going to try to do. But really all that ladder is there to do is to tell you there's an area above you and sort of point you in the right direction. My oxygen's already ticking down at an alarming rate.
Job's a good one. Head on through to the garage.
Getting a little claustrophobic in here.
Wait, are you telling me they haven't put the wallpaper up? Oh, Stan. It's lovely. Clouds and little birds. Soothing.
Very funny.
Find moon, unlock moon. Has this become deliver us the moon?
The moon.
Wait, what?
Pride of the Unitrench fleet.
What's the moon?
Really?
Oh, that right there.
No, she's a piece of junk, but good enough for the likes of you.
Really helps the crushing anxiety, old man.
I'm joking. She's a solid piece of kit. Now you're a fully qualified Unitrench service diver, we spared no expense. Well, we thought she might come in handy. We'll have to decouple those clamps first, obviously.
Obviously.
Buttons on each side there. You know the drill.
First lock release. Looks like she's all fueled up. You were a diver once upon a time. Was that here or?
Oh no, this is the training ground for kiddies. I used to work in the real deep, way down at the original site. Count yourself lucky we don't need you down there, lad. I mean it.
What am I looking at? So, part of me is wondering, like, in English, calling something the moon sounds really weird. Like, as the name of a craft. I'm not sure why, but the word moon is just, like, a dorky word. But I'm betting in French, la lune is actually a cool word. And it sounds like a great name for a ship.
Second lock away.
Okay, so now what? Where do I get into this thing? The top? The back? Oh, wait. Oh, there's a clamp over here.
now.
Oh, I'm almost out of oxygen, but I'm wondering if I get free oxygen if I go inside. So let's give that a try.
All right. Just like in training. Primary motor on. Check flaps and rudder. Spinning up rotors.
Impressive.
Ha! Not just a pretty face.
Think of it like swimming, but faster. And with a higher insurance premium if you smack yourself into something.
Green across the board. Looks like we're good.
All right, door should have unlocked. Off you go.
So I was worried about the rate of oxygen depletion. I was like, I'm running out real fast. And it was worrying me. I was like, is this going to be an annoying thing throughout the game? But if most of the game is spent in this vehicle and sorties outside the vehicle are less common, that actually makes a little bit more sense. La Coalición confirms, by the way, that in Spanish, Luna is actually a pretty cool word. That could easily be the name of a ship and not sound strange. So I think English might be the outlier here.
Doors working as intended, I see. The wonders of automation.
Okay. I was kind of expecting a big reveal there, Tim.
It's all about timing, dear boy. You'll see.
Lots of life. Even down here.
Now, let's get you out of this cave, and we'll see about getting you to your new home.
Interesting. They've decided to make the controls for the ship different.
It was about the timing.
Just a second. Let them
She
finish
can be a
talking.
beauty, that's for sure. All right, quite enough of that. Off you go. You need to reach the life module. That's the tub you'll be calling home for the next few weeks. You can use the sonar system to highlight your position. Should make getting lost a little harder.
Okay, so
See it.
okay, these guys need to shut up
No, no.
so that I can talk about the controls. All right, so pushing up on the left stick and down tilt me up and down respectively, which is the opposite of what I expect. And I wonder if that inversion setting that I set messed it up. Let's try this. Yeah, so okay. It was exactly like when I set that inversion setting, I said, I wonder if these are going to be somehow weirdly flipped from each other. Yes. And so basically they're calling standard the opposite thing for the camera versus the ship. And so even though I want them to work the same way where forward means pitching down and backwards means looking up, I had to mark one inverted and the other one not inverted, which, that's a difficult thing because like there really is precedent for floating or flying vehicles to pitch forward with down and pull back to go up. That's like really, really normal. I think that's where some of my instincts come from for my camera expectations. But it's funny that that's the standard in one setting, but it's not the standard in the other setting. And so the word invert means the opposite thing in those two settings. But the other thing I was going to comment on was it's interesting that they decided to make the controls for a character different from the controls for the vehicle. Like with the character, left trigger and right trigger are up and down, and I move forward, back, left, and right with the stick. With this, forward, back, left, and right with the stick are rotating, and I use left and right triggers to accelerate and decelerate, and I assume go backwards. Yeah. And then if I want to move up and down, I hold left bumper, and then I move up, down, left, and right with the left stick. And I mean, it's not crazy for a vehicle to work different from a person. I mean, cars commonly work differently from people in video games. But it's just interesting because both of these are novel ways of moving. They're things that we don't usually do in our actual lives. And so it's pretty common for games to just say, let's be as consistent as possible. All of the novel modes of movement work the same way. But in this game, they decided to make the vehicle more like a car and the person... I guess, yeah, the vehicle's more like a car, the person's more like a person. That's not nuts, but it just surprises me. I kind of expected the controls to be the same, no matter, what thing I was floating in, a body or a vehicle. The camera is interestingly offset. Like, it's difficult for me to sort of, like, line my expectations up with it perfectly. And it's even more so when I, like, take this point of view. I'm like, I do not know what this point of view is for, except just in case I want to look at my own face. Like, because this does not help me navigate.
Life module. Looks like a lighthouse. On the bottom of the ocean floor.
Does kind of remind me a little of the lighthouse in Jusant.
Quite the view.
See the docking bay there? Moon will fit snug as a bug. Procedure can be a bit fiddly though, so just take it slow. Pay no mind to the drone there. It's assigned to the area. Odd jobs and so on. But try not to run into it.
I guess the French specialize in oddball submerged lighthouses. Okay, trying to figure out where I am in 3D space. There we go.
Docking complete. Heading inside.
Roger that.
Ah, okay. Another ladder. Do I actually use this one?
I'm in the airlock.
Wait, no flippers?
Excellent. Get that suit off and call me on the radio when you're inside.
Just gonna sit for a second. It's this is all.
Hey, take your time. Been a big day.
Yeah. Thanks, Tim.
Creepy
No
music.
worries. See you inside.
Sneaky perspective. What does that mean? Is Cthulhu watching me? B! Wait, what? Why am I vibrating?
Okay. This is not as bad as I expected. It's actually okay. Cozy.
So if there was another one of these out there, would we call that the life module decoy? That was a Marvel joke.
Does is this right? Hey Tim.
Finally. Okay, now the fun part. Press that button over there on the panel.
Is that the light switch?
You'll see.
Button over there on the panel.
New user identified.
Ah!
Stanley Moray, level 3 worker. Welcome aboard.
Stan, meet Mercury, the newest addition to the Unitrench family.
Ah, a talking computer.
Merc's a glorified calculator, but he'll help with the admin and the like. Just don't expect any debates on the meaning of existence or anything.
Pretty swish.
You're worth it, Stan. Only the best for Unitrench employees.
Uh-huh. Why do I think you're joking?
I'm offended, lad. Anyway, now you two are acquainted, you should have access to all the rooms.
All rooms now unlocked.
I'll give you a moment to familiarize yourself with all the luxurious facilities at your beck and call. You're welcome, by the way. I'd start with the storage room. Make sure your stuff arrived in one piece.
So La Coalition has done a poll in our chat asking if it was the zombie apocalypse, where would you rather be, an oil rig, a boat, or a submarine? So I'd pick oil rig because it was likely to be supplied long term, but only if it has a boat that could let us go resupply. I would not want to be an oil rig without a boat. So if the oil rig gets a boat, then I'd want oil rig. But then that kind of eliminates the boat option because, like, can you choose between a boat or a boat with an oil rig? Well, obviously you'd choose the boat with the oil rig. The submarine I would not do, probably, just because, I don't know, I don't see it being better than the others in any particular way that's relevant to the zombie apocalypse. Anyway, let's talk to this guy.
Hello, user Stanley Moray.
That's it? Okay, fine. Storage room.
This looks like the storage room. All right.
I Camera, shrink into my hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is gonna be great.
So I guess stuff only shrinks into your hand when you're floating in the water. Well, that makes sense.
Think everything made it down okay? Thank God. If something had happened to these... Well, should hang them up at some point. Without drilling any holes.
Haha. Mission complete. Found my luggage. Awesome.
Assuming you've no complaints, the rest of the day's your own. Make yourself at home, get some rest. Tomorrow we get to work. Nighty-night.
Okay, looks like we got
Tim.
laundry, sink.
I should probably
Yes.
check in with Emma.
Rather exposed. Good job I'm alone.
Checking in with Emma is, of course, a French idiom for going to the bathroom.
Not bad, considering what I went through.
Okay, let's make a face. Okay. Oh my gosh! Okay, sorry, I have to be over here for this. Okay, I really wish that I could do this in Cyberpunk when you're looking in the mirror. In Cyberpunk, you can only just choose several preset faces. I could seriously do this all day. Ah! Ah! So La Coalition suggests that should be the thumbnail, and I absolutely agree.
Seems kind of redundant, given, bottom of the ocean.
Ah, yeah, I can make this work.
Yeah, I would not even begin to say that
Hey,
taking a
you can do
shower.
They really did push the boat out.
I would not say
Tim
that.
said I can call Emma from here.
Frickin' guy, shush. Anyway, I would not say that taking a shower is redundant when you're living in a very, very tight space with a recycled atmosphere. Oh, so I can just... So this could just be a sitting there alone simulator. I could just do this all day. Just take different views of me sitting there, staring off into the middle distance, wondering what I've done with my life.
Some classics here. Not my normal kind of read, but hey, I'm open to change.
A little more complicated than a telephone, but I think we're good to go.
Hi, this is Emma. I'm not here at the moment, obviously, so do the thing after the thing.
Lost. Hi, Emma. It's Stan. I mean, it's me. Hi. I made it down okay. I know I didn't. What we said before I left. You said you needed space, right? And I needed space, so yeah, this is space. Just Tim set me up with a phone. Obviously, it's the number I gave you. He said the line should be fixed by now, but yeah, it's Unitrench, so who knows? I miss us. I miss. You know what? I'm gonna let you go. Call me. Okay. You should get to bed.
Raneth Court is pointing out that the "this is space" line would have been even better if this was actually in space. 'Cause I like the idea of somebody saying, "Hey, I think in our relationship, I think we need a little space," and so the other person goes to space. Like, way to overdo it. So I guess I could go to bed, but
Quite the view.
there was another hatch in that room, and I don't know if I'm allowed to take it or not.
Well, this is downright hospitable.
Oh yeah, kitchen. Cool.
TV and everything. Yeah. Yeah, this'll do nicely.
I'm always weirded out when people integrate actual video into a video game that's got a totally different style. I mean, that's weird in Alan Wake 2, because I mean, in Control, they did cutscenes without video. They did model the characters after actual actors, but all the cutscenes were still in-game graphics. And so, especially when a game is this stylized, it's weird to see a person hang out. It's actually kind of weird the same way that in WALL-E, it was weird to have all these extremely stylized characters, but then, what was his name? Fred Willard? Just, like, being a person?
Weather off the coast continues to be unseasonably calm. Great news for the local sailing regatta set to start tomorrow morning.
Guess this thing's my only company down here. Not having Emma around is... It's gonna take some time getting used to.
I like the little places I can sit. I've got like alternate views. It's basically, this is a cinematic game, but it's not a game where they are presenting a movie to you. It's like they're giving you places to sit, things to do, but like it's like I'm making my own movie of this guy's really, so far, boring life down here.
Damn thing's frozen shut. That could be an issue.
Like, because this feels a little bit like it's some kind of like weird indie movie about solitude, about losing your mind in solitude. Like, what was that one thing? It had what are their names? Those two actors, Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. At The Lighthouse, is that what it was called? Like, is this going to be something like that? Only I'm deciding how I want to shoot the movie.
Big day tomorrow. Best get some shut-eye.
The seagull fight was the best part of that movie, by the way. If you can call it a fight. The seagull percussion. Wait, what? Is this a dream?
What? Where am I?
Huh?
I was... What is this? This isn't right. This isn't...
Kind of reminds me of some of the sequences in Cyberpunk where the camera's going all weird because the chip in my head is messing with me. I got my flippers on. Does that mean I can swim? No, the swim button's not doing anything. This is very weird. I love it, though.
What's there?
Something like this might actually make a better thumbnail than making weird faces in the mirror. I don't know. That's still up there, though. Can I... Can't get up over this wall.
No. Mm-mm. Not here.
A car wreck? Is Emma dead? Am I leaving messages for a dead woman because of some horrible car wreck? And I've lost my mind. All right, day 2, routine. I like that I sleep in my wetsuit. That's good. Oh man, yeah.
What was that? First day down here and bad dreams already.
Is this soundtrack or is this like playing in the room?
This'll come in handy. Should anything untoward happen. Those cars. What is wrong with you? Why can't you just let it go?
Orthouse is talking about, yeah, the amount of sweat this guy must experience sleeping in a wetsuit. I mean, we definitely need a shower. We're not going to get a shower, but we need a shower. I guess.
Good morning,
Oh.
Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. on Tuesday, the 27th of March. I hope you have a productive day.
Is there any coffee on this wreck?
Checking. Yes, 10 kilograms of Happy Morning instant coffee remaining.
Great.
I love that they put the concatenated words in brackets in Mercury's dialogue, because that's a subtlety that you can only pick up by hearing something, and if you are dependent on the subtitles to hear the dialogue, seeing the concatenated words making him sound like more like a robot, that's a great idea.
All right. Let's see what you can do.
Longer even than the southern Great Escarpment are the Andes, situated in the heart of South America and stretching for more than 7,000 kilometers. These majestic mountains are one of the wonders of the world.
The surface feels so far away down here.
Man, the soundtrack is so loud relative to the dialogue.
Not bad at all.
Cool.
Pretty detailed. Area seems well. Sounds like Tim's calling.
Oh.
Morning, Tim.
There he is. How was the first night?
It was good. Yeah. If the whole giant oil conglomerate thing doesn't work out, Unitrench has a bright future in mattresses.
Only the best for our chosen few. Now, ready to start the day?
Raring.
Right then. Head on over to the job board to your right there. We'll post up the daily tasks each morning.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. See you out there.
All right. Job board, is that this?
All right. You seem easy enough, relatively speaking.
Algae cleanup. Foreign strain detected on algae beds. Head out there and gather up the green algae. Okay, so that's outside. And there's a leak near the refinery. Find and repair. Locate the leak. And we've got... Okay, what? We got photo missions? Okay, so I could take a picture of a turtle, an octopus, and a shark. An orca. Well, I saw a blue whale. It was just in my mind. So I don't know if that counts. Okay, so I should just take pictures of interesting life. Okay, so the algae cleanup, is that something that I do in a suit or in the vehicle? And I assume the leak, is that something I fix from the outside or the inside? I'm gonna look around real quick.
Heard of these guys? NGO working to protect the oceans, beaches, and all that. Keep the impact of humanity to a minimum.
What is this?
Crafting table. Had a whole training module on this thing. Raw materials go in, useful stuff comes out. Very fancy.
Okay, so
Deactivate it.
we've got a crafting table. So I got the sense that this game was going to be like a Life is Strange type of situation, but is it going to be more of a Subnautica thing, but with a Life is Strange vibe to it?
Should unpack at least. Must cost a fortune to get all this stuff down. Should unpack at least.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Must cost a fortune to get all this stuff down.
I hope he spends the entire time talking about unpacking without ever unpacking, just like a real person. But whatever's in there might have evidence for what's really going on in his life that's mysterious to me. Okay. So, oh, there we go. I do have oxygen.
You never get used to the plunge. Mike seems to be working.
Was it not?
Salt water's the toughest test bed in nature. Everything breaks down here. Just a question of time.
Well, there's the view at least.
Said you wanted to get away. Nowhere more away than this.
It's so serene. I could lose myself in that blue.
Wonderful. Just keep your head on. Don't get lost.
So, not sure what this means. Let's look at the menu. Can I... Ah, I can mark the missions. Okay. Whatever. Okay, I've marked a mission now. Okay, it's telling me where to go. Now, I feel like I should probably... If it's that far away, I should take my vehicle down there. And not waste oxygen trying to get there on my own. I'm glad that they gave me a mission marker so I could like find it. There is an argument to be made for some games being more immersive if you don't rely on mission markers, but a game like this where it's so hard to see and the layout is very 3D and unintuitive, it does make sense to give the player some guidance. I never would have looked down here for the garden area without direction. I do feel like I'm driving drunk a little bit.
Arriving at the gardens.
Good. An invasive strain of algae's taken root. You need to weed them out.
Always fancied myself a horticulturist.
Time to flex those green fingers, then.
How do I get out again? Is it Y?
Don't fail me now.
It is Y.
The sonar might work here.
Sonar? What do you mean?
Ugh, horrible stuff.
True, but it does produce a huge amount of O2. Never know. Might come in handy.
What's with this stuff? I thought it preferred warmer waters.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Whoa!
Oh. Oh, wow. Hey there.
Can you pet the dog?
Let me guess. Joe?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh wait, no.
Hey there, you.
I hit the wrong button. Ah, dang
Quite
it.
the celebrity around these parts. Reckon he lost the rest of his pod a while back, poor bugger. Don't worry, he doesn't bite.
This job definitely has its perks.
Okay. Oh, no! Terrible picture. Hold on. Oh, I hate when they do this. My camera is not inverted in camera mode. They only invert the gameplay camera. That's awful. Don't do that. Why? Who do they think this is for? Who in the world inverts their camera for gameplay but doesn't want it inverted for camera mode? Who does that? Okay. Whatever. Anyway, so when I was in the submersible, I I saw that camera mode was on X, and so I instinctively hit X when I saw the seal. But when I left the submersible, X became oxygen stick, and I had to manually switch to the camera.
Mission accomplished.
Is it? Is it though?
Roger that. The job well done. Now you two. Hello. Is this...
Tim? Oh, all right. This bodes well.
That should do it. Nothing to fret about. Small drop in signal.
Roger.
Okay, yeah, so I wasted an oxygen stick. Luckily, it sounds like...
This is none of my beeswax, but, did you get a hold of Emma?
Oh, good, she's not dead.
No? Gave it a go, but she was out. Ah. Yeah.
Everything all right there?
She wasn't happy with me coming down here. As environmentally minded as ever.
Well, yes, I understand. Completely. I'm just, glad she's still there for you.
Yeah, we'll see.
This feels like maybe the closest analogy is Firewatch. I'm a lonely person with just one other person on the radio for contact. I've got a daily routine and problems to solve, but it feels like there's a deeper story about my character that needs resolving.
Definitely a leak here, Tim. Got something pouring out of a pipe.
Yep, confirmed on our end. Runoff from the refinery. Horrible stuff.
Okay.
Not to worry. Follow the pipe there until you reach the flow control. That should stop it.
Roger.
Okay, so follow the
Company
pipe.
is pushing the system pretty hard of late.
Oh, that might be too far.
Manufacturing, consumer demand, wars, that sort of thing. Means there might be more leaks. Small ones, you know. Popping up every now and again. Keep an eye out.
I thought I was going to be getting out and fixing it directly, but I'm following it first, so that should be done in the submersible. Oh, more leaks. The upheaval? Oh, there's a bunch going wrong over here.
Pipe heads into a cave.
That's it. Valve should be inside.
Wait, drones? What's with the scary music?
Another piece of coal.
What do you mean another piece of coal? Guy must have opened his Christmas stocking before he came here. I'm sure the company won't mind me doing that.
This is like a sewer. Water's filthy.
Okay. Where am I trying to go? Bunch of leaks. Oh, hey, more coal.
Piece of coal.
Oh, there's some plastic, too. Might as well clean up some garbage. Plastic waste garbage patch? Okay, there's the oil flux controller. Wait, what's this? More coal. See, that's when you say another piece of coal. Oh, I need to be landed to do this. Okay, they've got a boot icon saying I have to be standing on the ground for the interaction. Oh, they didn't prompt me to turn the stick. I had to figure out how to do it myself. Weird.
Hopefully that does it. Leaks. Well, it's not repaired, but it's stopped leaking.
Excellent. The local fishies will, I'm sure, be grateful. Head on back to the life module for now. Don't want you overdoing it on... Now what?
Tim. Timmy, you... Connection lost. Okay. Best head back.
I'm assuming that's my home over there? Is this gonna be like Soma?
Back.
Oh,
We're
wait.
back. Sorry about that. Happens from time to time. Now, tools. There's a crafting table in the storage room that's just been activated.
Yeah. Noticed it earlier. Nice bit of kit.
Usually we'd have the starter blueprints ready to go, but we're running a bit behind. Head over and grab them, would you?
Head over? Does that mean... Oh, what? They're just over there? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff around here. Okay. I keep hitting the triggers thinking that's going to move me up and down like when I'm in my suit.
Do Unitrench just sprinkle these around the ocean? Somewhat. I got them.
Head inside and get crafting.
What if I need more raw materials?
Ah, well, times are tough, you know. Belt tightening all over the shop. You'll have to source them yourself.
Oh, I don't have enough plastic.
Chunk of metal.
I've been picking up plastic. Oh, wait. Is that some plastic? Yes. I wonder if they put enough
Let's
plastic
get to the life module.
around here. Yeah. 'Cause I picked up some plastic over at the leak fixie place. But I wouldn't be surprised if they made sure there were 4 plastic around here. And so I'm inclined to poke around and see if I can see any more. Doesn't look like it though. I guess maybe they are relying on me poking around
Thank God for internal heating systems.
on my own time. All right. So I just want to secure this thing so it doesn't float away. That's probably not a thing, but
Let's go.
thank you for the reminder, La Coalition, that it's been nearly an hour. I kind of wanted to see if something beyond the routine happens in this game before I moved on.
Back to the table now. Try it out.
And seeing how the crafting table works feels important. Okay. So I guess a repair kit is probably what I need.
All right. Easy as that.
Oh, that's for the personal
So that's
submarine,
in there.
though. I assumed that it was for repairing those leaks. But I guess not. Malator asks if I'm going to get a bill for all the raw materials I use, like in Subnautica.
Tim, I am officially a master recycler.
Good way to reuse all the junk. You may find out there. Now, we're trying to pin down where these comms glitches are coming from. Need you to check the local signals just outside. Follow your marker.
I can do that. Down out.
All right. The life module antenna. I assume that I don't need the sub to get to that. I imagine that's probably just right here on the life module.
Here we go.
Just looking around to see if I see any, like, neat animals. Oh! Turtles! Okay, so did I actually get... Yes. Okay, I got a seal and I got a leatherback turtle. That's in the logbook, though. Did it count for... Okay, yes, I got the seal credit and I got the turtle credit. Cool. Just making sure that actually worked.
All right, getting the reports. Yep, maintenance was right. Antenna issue. Stan, need you to check on the antennas.
Righto. Heading there now.
How many antennas are there? There's one way over there. Okay. We'll take the submersible. So La Coalition saw a yacht mentioned on the news, and he says he's really hoping that at some point it crashes here. That it's like Chekhov's yacht. So I think it said the antenna was up here. Oh, it looks like there's some kind of box up this way too. Looking at my mini map. Okay, there's some kind of thing up here. Oh, there's a whole antenna area over there. Oh, hold LB to lock a marker. Okay. Did I just lock that marker? I don't know. Let's check on this antenna.
No problems here.
This feels like diagnosing the Wi-Fi at my house when people can't connect. La Coalition is suggesting that I should try to grab him some shrimp and lobster for dinner while I'm here.
This one's fine. All right.
It feels like these developers are playing a slightly dangerous game here, because so far everything I've done here has been fairly routine, and they've left some hints that there's more to it than that. But there's only so much routine stuff you can do without dropping more breadcrumbs. Okay, I think I want to get down here. Oops. I'm hoping this leads me to some kind of horrible crisis.
Oh, yeah. This is the one. Tim, I'm at the antenna. Something's definitely not right.
Right, I'll radio it in. Have a look and find out what happened.
Roger that.
Impact zone, huh? Oh.
Looks like something ran into it. Something heavy.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what else I need to interact with. It says impact zone over here. Find out what... Oh, do I need to triangulate? Do I need to, like... Or just figure out... What are these huge chains? Would it have fallen this way? I can't tell what direction it was moving. I guess the debris went outwards, so maybe it's whatever it is over here somewhere? Could it be this rock? That's floating. It's a floating magic rock. There's a bunch of, like, stains here. But I don't see a thing that would explain it. What interaction do they expect me to do? Oh, wait, I think I see... Is there something... No, that can't be something glowing over there, can it? No, it's just light playing off a piece of coral. Or seaweed or something. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks like whatever it is, it went this direction. But I don't see a thing that cries out, I'm the thing that hit the antenna. And my oxygen's getting low, so I feel like I need to go back. Yeah, this looks like a crater from something that hit the antenna. But I don't see any objects in it. Maybe I can poke around a bit in the submersible. Alright. But there's something over there too, but it might just be a leaky pipe. Let's look over here real quick, because it's a way I haven't gone yet. Oh, it's not a leaky pipe, it's a broken drone. Oh, so maybe the drone smashed into the ground at that crater and then bounced up into the antenna?
So you go.
Or it leaked all the way. Oh, now I see the trail of leakiness. Maybe it crashed and then leaked all the way over here.
There you are. Not looking good there, friend. Tim, found a drone. Looks like it got into the oil. Somewhere. Covered in the stuff.
That's not normal. Mind you, it has happened a few times of late. I'll mention it to the higher-ups, but they're not exactly known for their responsiveness.
Okay, there's something about what we're mining down here, or transporting.
Do you ever think about your old man?
Where's that come from?
I don't know. Old age catching up to me. Maybe it was just... Last week I was up on the rig. There were these trawlers. Remind me of me and your dad, hauling the net out there. Good old days.
Sometimes.
I've lost everyone.
Sad.
I do think of it. Sometimes.
Good. Take the rest of the day, lad. Oh, and don't forget to fill in that logbook. Important stuff, apparently. Until tomorrow, then.
No. Miss has been here a while.
Just wanted to know what he was going to say about that. All right, so before we go, though, I want to see... My mini-map was showing me little points of interest that I've been ignoring, and I kind of want to see what those are. Like, there's a star up ahead of me. What's that? Could it be one of those containers down there?
They're still sticky.
Stickers?
Sure. I can fashion this coal into something.
I'm collecting stickers? I don't know. I think that's funny for some reason. I don't know why. Somebody dropped a bunch of pots and pans down here? Whoa. Wait. I saw something. Oh, there it is. Hey, I can't control my camera. There we go.
Pleased to see me?
So yeah, that thing with the camera, this is not the only game that does this. The whole idea that basically whoever implements photo mode implements the camera controls separately from the normal camera controls, and if they don't happen to think about look inversion, then you don't get any look inversion. And to me, I just find that very annoying. I'm like, if you've got the presence of mind to put a look inversion option on your normal gameplay camera, can't you think of it when you're doing photo mode? Like, what's so hard about that? But this is not the only game that does that. I've seen it all over the place. Okay, so it says there's a container around me here somewhere, but I don't see one. I wonder if it's underneath a shelf or something. So I'll think about that in a second. I want to go over here, because there's like a shipwreck over here and like buried treasure or something, and more sharks. By the way, I love that the sharks don't seem to be threats, because that is a little bit more realistic than most depictions of sharks in video games. Is this the same type of shark that I already took a picture of? Let's have a look real quick. I got a blue shark, and there's more sharks on the list. So these might be blue sharks, or they might be more different sharks, and I'm not sure. But I'm going to take a picture of them anyway. By the way, they have X be the quit button on a lot of these interfaces, but if I start holding... but they make you hold it to quit. And if I start holding B, they still count it. Like, they often have B doing something else, But if I hold B, and holding, like basically the only hold action is quit, they make it work still. I think that's really cool and thoughtful of them.
Oh, an old diving helm. Scared the shit out of me.
Why? So yeah, so that was actually really thoughtful of them, which makes it even weirder that they didn't get look inversion on the photo mode. Okay, so it looks like there might be a separate chamber that's got more resources in it. What's this?
Looks like a tug. Out in the ocean. That's weird. Shiny.
So, okay, there's more stuff out front. They're playing the peaceful music instead of the ominous music. That's cool. Gives me some confidence that definitely those sharks are not going to eat me.
Another shipwreck. This place is like a graveyard for these things.
Again, this is my first shipwreck.
Lime fizz.
I don't know. In a situation like this, I would probably try to implement a system where each time you find a shipwreck, it hits the same list of comments, and your first shipwreck gets the first comment, and your second shipwreck gets the comment where you're tired of shipwrecks. Hey, octopus, 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 octopus. Now, how far away can I get from myself with photo mode? Can I get all the way over here to the octopus?
That'll do nicely.
Oh, I think I completed one of my photo missions. Oh, we should get back to the sub. Those are blue sharks. So yeah, I think I wasted a shark picture. Okay, now it goes from peaceful to ominous. Nothing changed. Okay, it's getting a little bit more peaceful again. There's a little bit of an ominous undertone to this, though. Maybe they're just trying to make the whole thing that way.
It's cold out there.
All right. So yeah, I am curious if that container icon does indicate something hidden under the shelf. So I'm going to go down a little bit and just see if there's a cave or something down here. Well, there is something. Doesn't look like a very important something, at least not at the moment. Yeah, I don't see a cave. So yeah, that container might just be something I'll discover what to do with later. Oh, wait. Oh, another shipwreck. Wow, it's like there's a lot of these down here. And unfortunately, I'm incapable of going home when there are things to explore. So real quick,
Shipwreck. This can't be good for the water.
so what do you bet they thought this was the first shipwreck I was going to find? So you say shipwreck can't be good for the water.
Another plastic bowl.
And then for the other one, they say another shipwreck because they were just guessing the order in which I was going to encounter them. What was
Guess
that?
you lost your last fight.
I didn't really see what that was because there's some metal outside. And miss anything else? Oh, some plastic. Is it in here or is it somewhere else? Looks like it's somewhere else. Yeah, it's up above. Hi, how do I get out? This is a nightmare? Ah! Definitely not a game for people who are afraid of the ocean. Okay, some metal on the other end. And some plastic in here.
You don't belong in here.
Just one piece of metal over here? Oh, wait, oh, missed something. What are you? Wait, are you there or not? There's like a dot down there. And now there's not one. What? Okay, whatever. Hey, does it say that's a steamboat? Is it named Willie? I hope it's named Willie. Okay, here's the metal.
Solid and useful.
Okay, I think that's it. Okay, let's actually head home now. Unless I get distracted by something else. Let's actually head home now. The Coalition suggests that my character could also have memory issues. Whoops, stop. My character could have memory issues, and that could explain some of the weird things that I'm saying. I mean, I'm betting at some point we're going to find out something about my backstory that is weird. And it's going to involve me having blocked something out. It's interesting how often in stories, characters block something out and don't think about a memory. And
Finally. Home sweet home.
and act fully as though the thing never happened, and then rediscover the memory later. As far as I know, that is, I mean, nothing's impossible with the human brain. If that ever happens, it's exceedingly rare and weird.
Back into the blue.
And so, like, I'm rereading the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson right now, and there's like multiple characters for whom that's like a lot of their personality is, I have deliberately forgotten my past and will not think of it until the third book or something. Now, one of them used magic.
That was a day.
One of them used magic to forget their past.
Can't all be as long as that, eh, Matt? Right? Fine. Keep your secrets.
So yeah, one of them used magic to change their past. The other one was just traumatized. Like this guy looks. All right, but we're going to go to bed. I think this should be the end of the episode. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll have to decide whether I'm going to stream the next chapter. Huh? I've got a baby. A baby. Or do I? Do I have a baby anymore? Are we about to dream about a car wreck?
Oh, no. No. Not again.
place? Jellyfish.
As soon as he saw that photo, Raneth Cord in the chat said, "R.I.P. baby."
My head. Ah. That sound. I don't like this. No.
What are you? Oh! These people worked on a plague tale. The rats of the sea. Ooh, it's all stormy out there.
Again. Oh, what is it with these? Oh, my head. Jeez.
All right. Well, I guess this will be the soundtrack of the end of the episode. We'll pretend the credits are rolling. Thank you for joining me for the first, how long has this been? Hour and 20 minutes of this game. I really like it so far. They're doing a lot of surprisingly cool cinematic things for me as like a, former film student. It's been fun to sort of like choose my camera angles, try to play through this a little bit like it's kind of a weird indie mumblecore movie. Like that's sort of the vibe I get, that it's meant to be one of these like, it's a independent film about isolation, kind of like, what was that? I'm thinking of another Robert Pattinson movie. I only think of Robert Pattinson movies. There's another one where he's like on a hopeless journey into space with a bunch of prisoners. Also extremely weird, like The Lighthouse. No, not Batman, Raneth Cord. The tank wants me to define mumblecore. So this is not actually mumblecore. The characters are all speaking clearly. But the idea, mumblecore is a term for a type of like independent movie where everyone is trying to be so naturalistic that you can barely understand what they're saying. And everyone just sort of has this very kind of downcast vibe. And they're all just sort of, everybody's depressed. It's a certain style of movie. High Life. I think it might have been called High Life, Cogs. I think you might have that right. The movie I'm thinking of, where Robert Pattinson is in a hopeless journey into space, very similar to the movie Aniara, which is another hopeless journey into space. For some reason, I'm into hopeless journey into space movies. But anyway, this feels like it's that kind of thing where it's like, you're isolated. What is that like? But they're doing a good job of it. That's a whole genre of thing. And they're doing a good job of it. Oh, somebody in the chat earlier on, it might have been Raneth Cord, or somebody said, mentioned Moon with Sam Rockwell as another example of this kind of thing. And yeah, and I totally agree. They're all kind of, there's this sort of vibe that people have that they try to explore with art pieces like this, and to varying degrees of success. But I think they're doing a good job so far, sort of getting me into this guy's routine, peppering it with these breadcrumbs that says there's a deeper story. So I'm doing routine stuff day to day, but it's hinting that there's something more, and that this is going to add up to something as we go. And that's, like, it's very hard to get that rate of peppering in the deeper story right. Because, like I said, like, there was a point when I was examining the antennas where I started worrying. I was like, is this giving me enough to keep going forward, or is this just feeling like, oh, I just got to go from one antenna to the other, this is just routine? But then I found the drone, which was somehow soaked in that oil stuff and had done something weird, and I'm like, okay, they're trying to hint that this is not just oil, there's something weird about this stuff that's in the pipes, and that weirdness is going to keep adding up to worse and worse things happening for me. Like, losing contact with the surface would be real bad, and that's the first thing it tried to do. And so, so I've just got this sense of ominousness tied to the normal everyday things I'm doing. So the normal everyday things give me that sense of being sort of this, practically living on the moon type person, all by myself, just doing a job. That sense of drudgery contributes to the mood, but they're giving me enough to make me interested in what it's adding up to. So very well done, team. Parallel, what's it called? Parallel Studio? You folks are doing a good job, and I like your work, so I'll be coming back to it. But for right now, we're taking a break, and that's the subscribe button. If I do stream more Under the Waves, that will go there. I have to decide if I want to stream it or if I just want to leave it up to you. I think it's cheap right now, so go for it.